serve as a human-centered approach to innovation that draws from the designer's toolkit to integrate the needs of people, the possibilities of technologies, and the requirements for business success. According to Robson 2002, design thinking involves building ideas with few or no limits on scopes during brainstorming stage. This helps lessen fear of failures in the participants and encourage input and participation from a wide variety of sources in the ideation stage. Defining the problem is described as a forming of point of view, a statement that sums up the insights you've learned about the audience and clarifies their needs. The solutions you eventually come up with will be informed by this point of view. All four of us wrote down whatever we think the major problems in hospitality, tourism, and culinary industry. Having different perspectives and ways of thinking, it allows us to generate different thoughts and ideas. Two problems were common in our list: food waste and sustainability.
Hello. For so long, food waste has been an imminent problem, from households to restaurants and other industries. Even if we don't see it, it's a problem. It's everywhere. According to the Australian government, the increased generation of food waste is a global national problem. Our research was conducted in New South Wales and found out that 25 billion worth of unconsumed food was spent in 12,000 households. 7.5 million of food waste was generated in 2008 to 2009 in Australia alone. 6.8 tons of carbon were used just to transfer this food waste to the landfills. The world needs food, and we are just wasting it. We have to do something about it. If it's not us, then who? For creating a solution to our problem, we use the mind mapping strategy. A mind map is a diagram used to visually organize information. We wrote down all the possible solutions to food waste in the hospitality, tourism, and especially the culinary industry. We came up with the following: proper waste management, donating food, sustainable procurement, reduce landfills by decomposing, recycling, or segregation, use of biomass energy from food's methane gas, stricter government compliances, nose-to-tail eating, use of lesser food packaging, or less plastic or use of recycled materials, and consumer and producers' awareness regarding food waste. We wanted to make use of what we have, and we have different types of technology around, but the most ubiquitous are smartphones. With the help of the internet, we became connected to everyone, and that is when we came up with the app.
As our group came up with an app, we will once again use the design thinking process from ideate to possible prototype model. It is both collaborative and participatory. Everyone is able to generate ideas regarding the app, which are possible ways and solutions to tackle the same problem. It's not about coming up with the right idea, but it's about generating broadest range of possibilities. Through this process, we are able to sum up what is going to be on our app. Its objective, design, what to deliver, and how to deliver. It is designed to be end-user friendly, in which is fast, efficient, and effective.
Unused vegetables doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. It is evident in companies which handles catering. They use whatever only they need for the event. Sometimes they just order extra. Being able to sell that to the market rather than freezing it or just throwing it out saves them a lot more. This will allow businesses to save, get fresher stuff, and reduce waste. So what's in the app? First one, tradings. This allows you to toggle whatever is available. This will allow you to see what's on the market. You can search via items or even just by location. It shows you close by tradings available. Next one, hot items on the market. The next one, seasonal fruits and vegetables. This will allow users to see what's available produce and recipes are even shown and contributed by members. Next one, donations and charities. This will allow people to donate and see what kind of charities they're donating it. Some scheduled charity works which are close by to the area are also available for viewing. Aside from that, this will allow users to view articles such as news about farming, environmental, sustainability practices, and even build your own gardens. Updates about agriculture, recycling unused materials, or upcycling, and others.
Imagine a market universe composed of two sorts of oceans, red oceans and blue oceans. Red oceans represent all the industries in existence today. This is known as the market space. Blue oceans denote all industries not in existence today. This is known as the unknown market space. Blue ocean strategy is based on the view that market boundaries and industry structure are not given and can be reconstructed by the actions and beliefs of industry players. We call this the reconstructionist view. Strategy is essentially a choice between differentiation and low cost. However, in the reconstructionist world, the strategic aim is to create new rules of the game by breaking the existing value cost trade-off and thereby creating a blue ocean. We use this strategy to determine the plausible customers by listing the soon-to-be customers, refusing non-customers, and the unexplored non-customers. Because the blue ocean strategy deals with the unknown or untapped market, only assumptions can be made of the probable target market since it is undetermined.
Six Thinking Hats is a tool used for group discussion that involves six parallel thinkings which represent the color of the hats. The colors are blue for managing, white for information, red for emotions, black for discernment, practical or being realistic, yellow for optimism, and green for creativity.
Applications of two hats are used in our group, yellow and black. The color yellow in the six thinking hats indicate the positive impacts. In the context of sustainability and environment, it's one way to help and save the planet. We have a lot of time destroying the planet. What if we use that time to mend it instead? This will reduce waste, save more money, and possibly the time and effort that are used to be able to grow and produce both in agriculture and livestock. Technological. It is handy, fast, and efficient. It reaches out to people easily. We allocate our time for playing, browsing the Facebook. By this prospect, we are able to advertise the app easily. In social, it creates relationship from farmers, individuals, suppliers, people in the farmers market, and other people from the food industry. This helps spread awareness of food waste and its possible solutions, such as promotions of 3 Rs, recycling plastics, reusable plastics. There are also possible donations and charitable works or organization. All of these are included in the app that would make the world a better place to live in.
The color black and the 6 thinking hats indicate the negative impacts. The negative impacts we saw in our app are waste of time, money, and effort that big companies might not even consider it because it might cost them more resources such as labor in order to use the app. Another negative side of the app is that not all people are accessible to laptops and smartphones. Issues of food safety handling and where to get equipment such as transport trucks are another limitations that the government might not support it. And lastly, there might be better ways to do it, such as creating a company which directly handles of trading and transportation.
5D innovation was applied all throughout the innovation process. First step is define the problem. By defining the problem, one would be able to pinpoint the areas that needs to be solved and therefore narrowing probable remedies. By utilizing design thinking, we were able to come up with the problems facing the hospitality industry. Upon listing the problems, trends emerge. Food waste and sustainability are among the most prominent. Next step is discover relevant insight. Next step is design the solution. Mind mapping was the strategic tool that was used in constructing solutions for food waste, resulting to the idea of an app that would help reduce food waste in the industry. Develop the solutions is the last step in the process. This app was done through ideate from design thinking. Through this, we were able to generate the concept of our app, which will create a network where everyone is both a consumer and a supplier. Voila!
Okay.